Alright, this is part 2 of Heart of the Ocean Boss 1 and 3. As you can see here, we're getting ready before the first boss, Bloodthirsty Claw. The mages are going to stand where I am right now, jumping up and down. Okay, the job of the melee DPS is to pull the horseshoe crabs back to them so they can destroy them and AoE them. They are mana jellies, they go on the priests. The priests need to stay away from the mages. One priest should be group healing, and one priest should be healing the tank. Pretty straightforward fight. Priests need to move around and heal and stay out of the stunning jellies and the mana draining jellies, and the mages should stand where I was jumping before and just AoE and discharge down the discharge and AoE down the adds. So here we go. I can do this two-handed, but for the sake of it, I'm showing sword and shield, because if you're new to this instance and you're tanking, you're probably going to need sword and shield for the extra defense. So here we go. Now, as you can see, I turned him around because he has a front AoE. You need to have the tank turn the boss around, or you're going to get everyone killed. Now, you saw me just run underneath him. That's because he casts something called Splinter Magic, and it will seriously damage the tank. And to make it easier on the priests, you can just run under his tail while he's doing that because he doesn't move, and avoid taking all that damage. So he'll do one at the beginning. He usually does one at 89% as well. So here's another one. And at the same time I cast Holy Shield, so the whole party got some defense as the adds are coming out, so that they didn't get bashed right off the bat. So it's a pretty straightforward fight. Tank just sits there. Tank is the only one hitting the boss for the most part when you're starting. Only the tank should be hitting. It's the easiest way to learn. And the rogues will be just pulling adds. As you can see, they're pulling adds to the mage behind them. And the mages, you can see the T-Storms in the background. They are DPSing and AoEing down the adds. The adds, as you kill the adds, it takes health off the boss. Now, as you can see, it's just the same thing over and over again. Once you get the technique down, this is a very easy fight. You know, you just tank, run under when it's Splinter Magic. It's the only thing he casts, so you don't have to worry about it. The thing to remember is the tank has to turn the boss around or you're going to die, because he has a frontal AoE. And I'll take this moment, since this fight is pretty straightforward, to introduce the party. Tanking is myself, Guardian of Souls. As a rogue, we have Patchy Knowledge. The mages are Catwoman and Illustrial. The priests are Alexia and Serenity. We are all 55, except for Serenity. He is 54 because he's usually a mage. Another Splinter Magic. I run underneath the tail. Just back up. I would advise, though, because you don't see me using Whirlwind Shield, if you can hold aggro without Whirlwind Shield, do not, because you'll pull adds onto yourself and just you'll get heavily damaged if not killed by the adds. If adds do come on the tank, it's the rogue's job, or any other melee DPS, to pull the adds off the tank. And there you go, he's dead. And I'm running back to help them kill the horseshoe crabs. These are the horseshoe crabs for anyone who needed to know what they looked like. These are the adds you kill. And we can knock them down, and then we can go see what we got. And I'm switching my gear here to get some mana. And it looks like we pulled a dirty Darkshark mask. It's unfortunate, but at least it's some purple. It's at least a tier 4 stone for somebody. He is not 100% drop rate, so many times you will just see him drop the very frustrating Jiasha's belt, which is just a crappy blue, and usually filthy. Okay, so now we continue on. Now once you get past this point, you can't run back, so once you've gone down there, you're stuck. So I'm going to charge in here, do my little ninja jump in the air, which of course just bugged my character because that's awesome. And once again, these are not real elites. The rays are just mobs, so easy to take down. Just keep the fist trainer from the mages because they do cleave. Higher mages can certainly take the damage, lower mages will die. So you want to, get the technique down, not have bad habits. See, I'm changing to my two-handed axe and then back to my sword because I'm trying to unbug myself. And there you go. Now I'm not frozen like some sort of action figure. Okay, now this is a tricky one. I recommend you use resolution. For me, if you're higher tank, you can do this. If not, you got a CC, but I'm going to run in here and Hatred Strike and then Whirlwind Shield and aggro this whole group and tank them all. Now I'm backing up a little bit because their mages are a little too close and we don't want the casters getting close here. Sick leave. See, now they've taken a bit of damage, but priests did a good job keeping us all alive. So if you're a higher tank, you can easily take them all. If you're lower, be strategic, CC. I recommend CCing the fish trainers first and taking the rays. Rays go down much easier. There you go, no problem. Now up here, you got to make sure the tank goes first. It's very important because there are two assassins in this hallway. You see I'm whirlwinding through to make sure that we get the assassins. I didn't get one yet. And mages can help a little bit with AoE, but they need to be able to discharge fast. They're going to get hit. I see there's one. You got to catch him. There's the other one. Just got to bring them together. Whirlwind Shield. Use it liberally here. So yeah, go between the targets, make sure I've got aggro on both of them. Keep them off the mages because they can do some serious damage. They do port around just like the treasure trove ones. There you go, they're down. Now this part we wait for this patrol to go by. As you can see, there's a little patrol. Once they do their circuit and they walk back down that ramp, we will just jump by. We will hug the left wall and just jump down. We'll skip these mobs. It's unnecessary and it's just kind of a messy fight. So we jump down. We're safe. On the right is boss number 2, Teeth of the Reef. We'll save that for another day. Most people skip it. His drop rate is pretty bad. The only thing he drops is a suppression, and he drops it like once in a blue moon. I've done him about 15-20 times and I've never seen one. Never seen one clean, I should say. See, there's another drummer on this table here. Remember the drummers from the beginning, they need to die before you go by. We're going to skip this table, but this drummer still need to die. So, there we got this drummer. Don't worry if your mage gets some of the tanking here, because it tends when they pull to get a lot of aggro. They don't hit for very much at all. See, now we just hug the left wall so we don't pull that table, and wait for part 3.